Do you know what empty soda cans, plastic water bottles, plastic bags, and even auto parts all have in common? They continue to be left in Missouri's roadsides and rivers. Multiple once pleasurable activities such as floating on the Merrimack River, camping at the Merrimack State Park, and even driving along Missouri's roads has been greatly diminished by the epidemic of litter. It seems that no matter where we are outside, you're always within sight of a piece of litter that wasn't thrown away correctly. Every day we are continuing to make the appearance of our Missouri roadsides and the Merrimack look more and more foreign compared to its rightful and original beauty. However, not all hope is lost. Scattered across the nation, especially in Missouri, there are numerous cleaning groups and projects that work tirelessly and diligently to fight against litter, such as the group that is pictured right now. The work that these groups and projects have completed has proven to be very effective in decreasing litter. Through funding and focusing on these cleaning projects, we can more effectively reduce litter among Missouri's roadsides as well as in the Merrimack River. Without looking into the facts of litter around our area and surrounding areas, you may think that there isn't even that significant of an issue. However, the problem is clearly visible whenever you take a look at the article "Murphy Team Cleans Up the Merrimack River" that was published by Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration News. This article informs people of a group that participated in Operation Clean Stream project in the Merrimack. It also made special note of the amount of trash that they were able to compile while conducting their cleaning. Among the trash found was a bumper, 7 tires, a muffler, and 25 bags filled with cans, clothing, styrofoam, cups, fiberglass roofing, and a lawn chair. As one can tell from this list, various people are treating our environment with a clear disregard for its natural beauty. Many people would rather get rid of their trash by leaving it behind rather than spending the minimal amount of time and effort it takes to properly dispose of it into a trash can. This irresponsibility not only leads to the continued destruction of our environment, but it also poses some serious health risks to wildlife. Numerous birds die each year from starvation due to eating plastics because it causes them to believe that they are full. Small items such as parts of cans, metals, and plastics also pose a huge choking hazard to both fish and birds. So our litter that we leave behind is not only affecting land wildlife, but also marine wildlife. Consideration the bigger items such as the tires, a muffler, and lawn chair that was cleaned up by the Operation Clean Stream project. These items do not decompose easily in our environment, which leads to them staying in our rivers if groups like Operation Clean Stream aren't there to clean and properly dispose of them. A great article that outlines the whole purpose of the Operation Clean Stream project and its progress is written by Jacob Barker entitled "The Merrimack River Gets Its Annual Cleaning." It was published by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and he explains how the operation has put a sizable dent in the debris that once flooded the Merrimack watershed. He also notes that a significant part of this dent being reduced was attributed to the Operation Clean Stream removing thousands of clubhouses that had fallen into the river. These thousands of clubhouses can be contributed to the occasional flooding that has occurred in the past, such as what is shown in the photo from Eureka in 2016 during the Merrimack flooding. But luckily, through the efforts of Operation Clean Stream and numerous other groups, we have been able to make a great recovery in restoring our Merrimack River. Unfortunately, the Merrimack isn't the only part of our environment being negatively affected by littering. Our roadsides are constantly being filled with trash from careless drivers. A source that takes on this issue of roadside litter is a newspaper article titled "This Month Marks the 20th Anniversary of Adopt a Highway." It was written by Carol Lang and describes how the Adopt a Highway program in Minnesota has been able to keep their highways both clean and beautiful. Lang begins the article by describing the day of 2 Adopt a Highway workers. During a half-a-mile walk down one side of Highway 12 and a half-a-mile walk down the other side of the highway, 2 of these volunteers collected 7 large bags of garbage. It's mind-boggling to think that 7 large bags of garbage were filled after only cleaning within a half a mile on both sides of the highway. Nevertheless, another way to look at this in an optimistic light is how now those 7 large bags of garbage are now being disposed of the proper way, and it is all thanks to this Adopt a Highway program and their mission to provide cleaner roadsides. The Adopt a Highway program is also very effective in Missouri. In the article "MoDOT's $5 million Problem, It's Not Road Repairs but the Litter That Lines the Side of Missouri's Highways," that was written by Marshall White, White goes into this by describing how litter has affected northwest Missouri and the effect the Missouri Adopt a Highway program has had on the region. The Adopt a Highway program was able to work with a variety of prisons this year and form multiple prisoner work crews to help with the cleanup of Missouri's roadside litter. It was recorded that these prisoner work crews in northwest Missouri picked up a combined 4,412 bags of litter in April of 2018. That is an immense amount of litter that would still be in our state's roadsides without this dependable cleanup program. Now, while these cleaning groups and projects have proven to be productive, many people still believe that implementing stricter regulations and fines for littering and what we bring on the Merrimack would be a better solution. While this could lead to a little decrease in the overall amount of litter throughout Missouri, it would not be nearly as effective as supporting the cleaning groups and projects that are out in our communities. With stricter regulations is that they are simply impossible to fully enforce, especially along the Merrimack and Missouri's roadsides. An example of this can be found in the article Keeping Our Roadsides Beautiful, which was published by Current Health and focuses on informing how we can further eliminate roadside litter as well as the health effects of roadside littering. One of the biggest cases of litter the article goes over is how people will secretly dump their household junk at night along a roadside or in a park so that they will not have to pay for garbage pickup. A critical factor to realize when hearing this quote is that most states do have anti-dumping regulations. However, this illegal dumping still occurs despite those laws. Even within my hometown area of Sullivan, I regularly see piles of brush and trash throughout the roadsides of my town's highways. That is why no matter how strict the regulations or fines, people will continue to trash our environment if they don't believe they will be held accountable for their actions. It's time to realize that the health of our local environment is going to be dependent upon the hardworking individuals that make up the various cleaning groups around our area. They are the ones that are getting out in our environment and cleaning up after us. Without them, the litter they take care of would continue to be left in our environment. Through their work, it is easy to see the great deal of positive effects that these multiple cleaning groups have had. Now visualize how much more of an impact these groups could have with the resources to be able to conduct more cleaning activities. Combine that along with more support from the community, and the results, which have already been impressive, would have a substantial increase. By contributing extra support and funding to these cleaning groups, we can even further eradicate litter from our roadsides and rivers, all while reviving Missouri back to its original beauty.